Hello guys, welcome to part 26 of Let's Play Dragon Quest VII. I went and did some grinding in between episodes, not a huge amount, but I just wanted to get Melvin out of the Jester class. And I think actually I'm going to take him into the Cleric class next, because I'm going to start covering some of the more fighter-centric classes from Maribel, so she's going to take a hit in magic. And then Melvin can pick some of that up. Yeah, we'll finish talking to the people in the town here. Before I knew what had happened, I'd fallen down on the floor. What, the monster separated my soul from my body? At least it didn't eat me. Yeah, I mean, there's that. My son has told me everything. It seems that Ragura's was not the threat we thought it was. Monsters are behind all of this. I wish I could have been there to fight alongside you against the Dragon Man, but I was knocked unconscious and my soul was stolen. On behalf of the entire town, allow me to express my incessant gratitude. Rezel has told us of your heroic efforts. My sight may now consist of blurred images, but even I can see that you are this town's saviors. Thanks to you, we can once again adhere to our isolationist ways. That's not the lesson. Greetings, Zach. I have been giving the Elder an account of what happened here. You seem impressed with the heroism you displayed on the mountaintop. We owe you everything. I only regret that the priest sacrificed so much to save us. In a short time here, he'd become an intrinsic part of this town. He will always be with us. I'm certain of it. My cow has disappeared. Damn you, you miserable monsters. Give me back my pochi. Did you say our souls were sucked out of our bodies? The world of darkness, where we existed in constant agony, wasn't just a dream then. How is this possible? Remains to be seen, but your actions may very well alter the future of this town. It's a blessing. It must be the will of God. Well, the shop has been completely ransacked. Oh, the spot where the monster grabbed me is still red and inflamed, but I can stand the brunt of the pain. It's just good to be alive. I don't know why, but I feel refreshed. How can I explain it? Death came for me, but I didn't have to go with him. Ha ha ha. Meow. Sleeping. Elf must have nerves of steel to be able to sleep at a time like this. I might have just been dreaming, but I met the priest up above the clouds. He smiled gently, waved at me, and rose higher and higher into the sky. Moo, moo, moo. Except the monsters left, but you shouldn't let your guard down yet. I'm going to patrol a bit longer. I'm still solid. We did not gauge a battle with Ragura's. Monsters have no philosophy or culture to pervade, so their attacks are always head on, but Ragura's attempts to undermine our society through more subtle means. Look at you, fighting the next war. No, it's me. The monsters are all gone. I can't handle this. It's enough to make me sympathize with the monsters. Ugh. Ah, stay away from me. please take a look at my husband. He's got wounds all over his body. No matter how much medicine I apply to them, it isn't enough. He fought well, though. He laid his life on the line to protect me. He's the most wonderful husband in the world. I was determined to protect my family in the end. That's what I said, and I'm a man of my word. When I regained consciousness, I was laying on the floor, wounded and confused. Suppose I need to train more. Ouch, ouch. Careful now, careful. Okay. Oh, it's you. Judging by the look on your faces, I'd say you've resolved the matter. Did my ancestral sword aid you? I hope it, unlike me, was of some use. After giving it to you, I saw one of my ancestors. I know it sounds bizarre, but I wasn't dreaming, I swear. Dreaming is what he meant to say. We'll just assume he meant to say dreaming. Sounds better. This is a huge game. It's probably tough to quality check everything. We cannot use the carpet in the past. Shocking. Hey, Zach. Aha, are you leaving already? Yeah, I've saved your town. I see, it's disappointing, but I know I have to let you go. I regret that we must part. I pray you will have a safe journey. You and the priest were sent to help this town as mysterious blessings from God. I've learned a lot from you. Do you have any wisdom you can impart to me before you leave? I understand. Your blank stare speaks volumes. You will always be welcome in this town. Okay. Our first order of business is actually to head Dharma. So, what room is this? I think it's Land Shard. We'll say land upper right. Bird eye. Well. Let me just... Yeah. I'm just making sure. Yeah, Sage is pretty significant. We lose some strength, but we gain guard, intelligence, and magic points. Yeah, we're gonna... Actually, those bases aren't too bad. Let's take her into the warrior path. It should actually be a pretty quick trip through it. Jester is not a short trip. Nor is Cleric, so we'll go through that too. Okay. Melvin will now go forth as a cleric. Go forth and gain experience in your new life. Does anyone else in your party wish to change their class? No. I think, yeah, she's over here. And I can get Melvin and heal all as well, so that'll be... Orf. That's where I had the animal festival. The world is large enough now where I'm kind of relying on the guides to tell me where to go. To some degree. Alright, oh, I think I see it. Yep, there it is. Let's go with how we started in the past. We'll land here. Nobody here in the present. Probina, straight ahead. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything new, so... Hello, stranger. This is the village of Probina. I live here at the inn. I'll give you a deal if you stay here. Would you like to stay here? Alright. Come this way, please. I bet you'll sleep well. Our beds are really soft. You sleep well last night? Come and stay anytime, gentle travelers. Okay. I thought she'd actually give us something, but we didn't. We didn't get anything. On a long journey seeking the temple on the mountaintop there. I've heard that the village was attacked by swarms of monsters. Then the priest at the temple sacrificed himself to save the villagers. Since we worship the same deity, I longed to visit the temple where the noble priest served. Okay. Cloth. I mean, it is something. It's been making a profit lately thanks to my daughter's hard work. She works as hard as an adult already. I can't wait till she grows up. My sister's good at attracting customers to the inn, so she gets a big allowance. I'm not good at it because I'm a bad talker. He says I'm a failure. Ooh, that's mean. The stranger, welcome to the village of Probina. I guess it's okay like this. When traveling, you must be awfully tired to have come this far. I run the inn. If you like, talk to my daughter out in the front of the shop. She's real smart. Nothing in the well. It's a weapon shop. May I help you? Ooh, Dragon Whip, Sage Wand. Which is actually an upgrade for Maribel. Let me, Sage's Staff. Oh, it can protect from breath. Well, we can't afford it, so we can get a Dragon Whip, which is actually a significant upgrade for our hero class. God, I need monies. Moo. Moo. Moo? Really? You're full already? Oh, you're tired already? Okay, I'll stop work for today in just a little while. It's because it's just like my own. What are you gonna do? Strange, isn't it? My husband has talked to the cows like that for a while now. His grandfather and his great-grandfather all were able to talk to cows. Maybe he's descended from cows. Well, I was always scolding me because I don't like meat. These vegetables taste so much better. No, I want to cook. Stop it, why don't you go play, sweetie? Poured vinegar into the stew the other day, remember? Having a hard time with my little girl. She wants to do everything the adults do. My dad has 9 brothers and sisters. Impressive, isn't it? I have 4 brothers and sisters. That means I have half as many siblings as my dad does. There are more children and old people in this village these days. I have more kids in this village than anybody. This is proof that our country is more peaceful than others. Wait, please wait. Tee-hee, I'm not gonna get caught. How annoying, they could have done something better than children. I was trying to sell something? We're not interested. Something better than children. Ooh. It's a secret, but my husband was the weakest kid in the village. That's probably why he admires the strong so much. Probably introduced our family cow, Little Filet, the strongest in the village. It's never lost at cow wrestling in the annual village festival. Meow. Come on, hurry up, otherwise we're going to be splattered with drool. Hey, calm down. I thought this was the way to milk a cow, but something isn't right. Moo! Oh, God. Alright. Come because I heard a treasure known as the Golden Goddess Statue is in this village, but no one I've spoken with knows about it. I suppose the mysterious goddess statue and its powers are only a legend. You're a little late. Says that the rumors about the goddess statue are spreading. Goddess statue's long gone, doesn't he know? Where'd my old man go? He always disappears as soon as I take my eyes off of him. But he's chasing some young girl right now. Bow wow. Evo, oof. Used to make my wife cry with my drinking, gambling, and spending, but I've totally changed now. Working with nature is the best. If only I had a new wife, I wouldn't have any complaints whatsoever. You would think, but yeah. There was nothing useful. I want to travel to a beautiful foreign land with castles and charming country towns. I'll dress elegantly and dance the night away with handsome strangers. Fantasy is what makes my life tolerable. Because a small village is difficult because everyone knows each other. I'd love to see more travelers like yourself visiting here. It's not that I want to charge unfair prices. Don't misunderstand me. Ooh. Ooh, magic armor. We do seem to keep missing the boat on Gabo. I need to get rich as well. Because I can barely afford anything. You are so cute, Buraloo. Yes, young girls are the best. The withered autumn leaf crumbles in comparison to the spring flower. Template's village is at the top of a mountain after you go through a cave ahead. It was burned down a long time ago, but the villagers rebuilt it beautifully. It's a very long distance away, but even I saw an old man climbing to it a little while ago. I'm sure you would catch him if you left now. The Diary of Colin the Adventurer. I heard an incredible story today. Apparently I can exchange my medals for prizes if I see the King of Medals. What a wonderful world. My life has a renewed purpose. What can I get for these 3 medals? I want to see the prizes, I mean, the King of Medals, as soon as possible. Integrating. My fake teeth fell into the teacup. Better fish them out with my shaky, gnarled claw. Ah, it's hot. Since I have 5 grandchildren, there isn't enough space for me to stay in our house. Something more pleasurable than drinking tea and chatting with my friends here every day. Girl on the left is my type. Haha, now I'm embarrassed. I forgot why I stood up. What? He's peeking in. Welcome, I haven't seen travelers for such a long time. My name is Buraloo. Nice to meet you. Taking care of the old people here every day is my job. You know, preparing for meals isn't easy. Everybody is healthy and eats a lot. Place for recreation for the old people of the village. And the village elder used to live here. When they moved to the mountaintop, we made this house into a home for the elderly. And this guy's creeping. Azul moved to the top of the mountain, huh? Boxer shorts. Grandpa, let's go home. Move. Woo-hoo. Okay. Creep. Alright. We've done this song and dance before. There may or may not be monsters in this cave. Lipsy Heart. I'm gonna just see what that does. unique abilities, nothing that inspires me. Glitchy graphics. I don't see monsters in this cave, so that's good, I suppose. Although it means we can't build up classes here. Land shard. Oh wait, we have like 5 tiny metals in our possession now too. He doesn't get anything off. I think this is the way we ultimately go, so... Let's check some of these other forks. Okay, wait. Oh, let's talk to this dude. Oh dear, I don't want to get old. This road gets harder for me to travel every day. I hope you don't think I'm rude to ask this of a total stranger, but would you mind helping this old man to the temple on the top of the mountain? Sure. Okay, thank you. It'll be a big help. Not like you had far to go, but sure. We're here. This is the temple. Now let's go inside. What a view! Because the sky is so clear today, we can see a faint hint of the island far off. I wonder what island that is. Do you think it's inhabited? We're here. This is the temple. Now let's go inside. Oh. He's going to make us go inside. Finally made it. You must be tired. You're a big help. Drop by the church anytime. You're always welcome. Could that old man be the priest from the temple? The old man was the priest here? What a shock. The temple has 2 priests, a young novice and his father. They're the members of a distinguished family of village leaders who one day decided to pursue a personal relationship with God. Either way, they're working for the good of the village. We're grateful for their efforts. Thank you. I won't forget your kindness. Now, where is the wooden goddess statue that was supposed to be here? Next time it'll be my turn to do you a favor. Excuse me, do you wish to see my husband or my father-in-law? Sorry, they're both out right now. My husband might be in the shrine behind the temple. Try looking for him there. Soul dented a locked treasure chest. What's this? It's a treasure chest of the priest who saved Razul's village. Looks like your key will unlock it. Do you want to open it? Yes, I do. You found a wind shard. Okay, so it was... There actually was a wind shard, I think, in there all along. That means... Also means the chest survived the church collapsing. There's an old note on the bookshelf. I am Tristan, the notorious thief. According to my father, the blood of the legendary thief Don Borid runs in my veins. At the inn I once visited, I found an old message from Borid. Seems he had to deliver an object to someone, and then he was sealed away by the demon lord. I think I'll go look for whatever it was. It's my great. Darn, I always mess it up. Whatever, one of my great-grandfathers from way back broke one of the village's treasures. When the monsters attacked the village, the priest disappeared, and I'm not sure what happened next. So as far as I've gotten in studying my family history, pretty impressive, huh? Shine, my people, is written here. We'll go ahead and save at this point. I guess see if we can find that wooden statue. Must be back here. I dropped and broke the temple's goddess statue. Don't tell anyone. Village legend says that the golden goddess statue was repaired once by dipping it in the spring. Legend is true, it might work with this goddess statue, even though it isn't gold. I've been wanting to try it for a while now, but the priest has been here the whole time. I'm going to do something soon. I'll be punished for sure. Oh God. Priest who was at the temple ages ago used to pray at this spring. Since we've offered our prayers here every day, best pray for a safe and purify yourselves. Best you pray for a safe journey and purify yourselves in the water from the spring. Okay, the cellar is actually... Yeah, I almost forgot to check the cellar. Tiny medal. Alright. Do 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 do. I think we can return to the Metal King. 54. Excellent. You bought me 50 medals. Here's your wind wand. As that got 54 medals from you. If you bring me 58, you got the sacrifice ring coming your way. Okay, it's not. Let's look at it. Use as an item in combat. Ooh, it's a pretty strong sword. I just have to keep that in mind. Let's head back to the ruin quick. Got a couple more land. Are those land shards? I'm going to return and see if the armor shop's open back up. It could be worth it just to see. Because in this specific part, in this specific town, there's actually armor for Gabo. Yeah, nothing. Okay, I have to go back. Usually the offerings are pretty similar in past and present, but in this case they weren't. It's really weird. Melvin learned. Okay, he didn't have the regular heal ability. That's fire. This room, I think, is land. I actually can't do that. Excuse me. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna fade out when this comes in.